All right, week 10's in the books. And guess what, guys? We already have an NFL record year for rookie quarterbacks, which is huge for the football card hobby. But one of them looks like an MVP candidate. That's right, CJ Stroud back on the top 10. But let's look at the other major takeaways and the other top 9 players going up right now and correlating that with the eBay sold data to have our top 10 players going up right now. Football card value. Let's dig in. Number 1 should be no surprise, guys. It's rookie quarterback CJ Stroud. Now on an incredible little streak here with the Texans. 2 game-winning drives, this time against the Cincinnati Bengals. Can you believe it, guys? Now in the past 2 games, 826 passing yards, 6 passing touchdowns, 2 game-winning drives. As a rookie quarterback, it's absolutely going off. There's buy it now love for the base Panini National cards here. You can see for $9. You got the score PSA 9 for $22. You could scroll down for days and find buy it now sold data. Look at this nice Origins that just came out. Origins just hitting the market. This is going to be big time here. So you can see this base hollow foil is what they're calling this, but I love the artistry in the background on this card. $70 in a buy it now. This is today. We're talking Monday morning reactionary prices. People setting themselves up for what is a potential MVP run for CJ Stroud. Check out that horizontal format. No huddle from Mosaic here that was listed for 100 that sold for 90. Or how about his Prism draft picks? What they advertise as Gold Ice Prism, but there is no serial number on this card out of 10. So some people consider it yellow cracked ice. I call it gold cracked ice. It's a nice card. This is an Ohio State uniform, breaking the trends of historic Ohio State quarterbacks, some might say. You do have a rookie card shield on this. So this closed an auction today, this morning, which is not really a great time for you to close auctions. It still ended for almost $40. We also have buy nows of this card at $30. But if you go back just a week ago, November 7th, you can find the same card for $14.45. So you can see how even a college uniform Prism draft picks with a nice popular cracked ice parallel has almost over doubled in value since then. Now with a massive statement win over the Bengals. Even go back a month to October 12th, you can find that card for $11. This is typically an under $10 card, even on a limited supply player like Stroud. His largest transaction from game day is still the Panini Instant. It's either going to be this Panini Instant, it's going to be the Tops Now from draft night. Serial numbered out of 391, PSA 9. This one does have that nice rookie auto on it, of course, with pro logos. People love this card. Right now, selling for $2,500. Buy it now on game day. You had another PSA 9 sell yesterday that was actually listed at $2,500. The seller took $2,250 and sold himself a little $250 short, but still made an incredible profit. And of course, a well-timed gold mosaic prism auction last night ended with 39 bids and $2,226. That one is serial numbered out of 10, going for a big price tag. With Nico Collins injured right now, once again, Noah Brown stepped up and big time. 7 for 172, including 21.5 yards per target, 24.6 yards per reception. He had Tank Dell getting the touchdown on being the target leader for this team. And with him being a rookie, he's the guy that I'm primarily looking at. And you're going to see the bigger spikes for that rookie card value. But as you can see here, still some love for that 2017 rookie Noah Brown market with this $30 buy it now on a Panini Majestic. You know, the variety of cards that you could find for Noah Brown sold. It's going to be pretty low. Like you check out this college ticket auto. What's interesting, he also went to Ohio State before CJ Stroud's time, but there's still that college connection there, both Ohio State alumni. So that is very interesting. And of course, he's got history with the Cowboys being drafted by them. Check out this buy it now sold yesterday as a Panini Unparalleled horizontal. And that's kind of why the horizontal cards don't do quite as well. When you put them in a PSA slab like that and they're mixed match, you know, you have to decide which you want to put sideways, right? But definitely prefer taking the picture like this. And that is a cool card, especially for Noah Brown fans, Cowboys fans, and now Noah Brown is just popping off in fantasy, and for the Texans, it's clutch. So You can see this card went for $44, numbered out of 49, PSA 9. So quite a bit of buy it now volume. There's the same raw card going for $18.99. Here's a wonderful championship ticket auto that sold from ComC for $35. Or how about that iconic 2017 Prism with the rookie auto? This is when they took the RC Shield off, but that went for $32. So a lot of his highest transactions sold within the past day, which is how you know the health of the football card market and kind of where people are prioritizing their bigger dollars, these guys with these bigger bankrolls, right? So look at this flawless out of 20 college uniform once again, plain color patch here, still selling for $75. That was a buy it now. Once again, that was from Flawless. And then it's the rookie ticket auto, the championship ticket out of 49 for $35 plus that $5 shipping. That was yesterday. The largest one for Tank Dell from Panini Black, still a top 3 set right now with Mosaic and Origins now released. But check out this big Nike swoosh RPA here. Cool card with the silver Sharpie autos. The serial number 2 out of 2. Incredibly rare. $235 in auction yesterday. All right, now real quick, guys, if you're new here, welcome to the Football Card Quest. My name is Andy, part of the NoOffSeason.com Sports Card Network. We are 100% dedicated to football card selling and research tips. Guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon so make sure you get notified next time we put out videos like this. If you like everything correlating fantasy football, sports betting, NFL with the football card markets. All right, now back to the action. Number 2, it's official, Josh Dobbs. Now he diced up a even more difficult defense in the Saints. Only throwing 1 touchdown in this game, but no turnovers. That's important. Ultimately, 101.1 passer rating, 268 yards, and showing some incredible athleticism with a nice 11-yard touchdown run. And you look at his favorite pass catcher, TJ Hawkinson, 15 targets, 11 receptions, 134 yards, and a touchdown. Then you got Jordan Addison right there. Justin Jefferson cannot wait to get on the field with this man. Look at his largest transaction in the past 90 days, selling just heading into this game. It was a 1-1 gold vinyl from the iconic 2017 Prism set, sold for $2,500. Actually, accepted at a best offer from $7,500. You got to wonder if that seller sold himself short now that Josh Dobbs takes down the Saints and the Vikings on an incredible win streak, now winning the past 5 in a row, heading into a primetime game at the Broncos. I mean, this is huge for Josh Dobbs' market. He's definitely deserving of the number 2 spot this week. Maybe even make an argument for number 1 with how the Vikings are trending right now, and Josh Dobbs having such an interesting profile from 2017. The 2017 scarcity is nice. Like, check out this out of 6 Bronze Stars rookie. This sold on November 11th. It's actually discounted down from $4,500 to $850. The thing is, people had so much profit in Josh Dobbs, they were definitely taking these offers heading into the game this past week. But this was a situation where if you actually held throughout the game and now you're selling them this week, you're probably going to find your best Josh Dobbs prices yet. Maybe they go up even more if he continues to win. But no surprise that these one-of-ones, these rookie autos like this NFL Shield from Gold Standard, beautiful penmanship too from Dobbs. Another one marked down almost 70% from where it was listed at 3,500 down to 1,100 where it actually sold. But if you look at his largest transaction for game day, it's my favorite card from my favorite set. This is a rookie ticket auto, cracked ice. This is jersey numbered, so it's numbered 15 out of 25. It's technically an eBay 1-1. It was listed at $1,500, but ultimately sold at $700. Once again, I think the seller sold himself short on this card. You also have this National Treasures numbered out of 99, listed at $1,500, also sold for $750, so half of what it was listed at. But if you go back before the season, I mean, those Josh Dobbs National Treasures cards were incredibly low. I mean, check out an auction here from August 23rd where you could have got one numbered out of 99. Now, this is a one plain color napkin patch, but still, this is a National Treasure rookie auto out of 99, on card rookie auto, sold for $8.50. Now you have those going in the several $100 range. Like, look at this one out of 25, sold for $15. If you had bought that when the season started, you're now, you know, you're looking at making like an insane amount of profit when you're turning around selling a $15 card for somewhere between $500 and $1,000. That's the type of profit that these Josh Dobbs collectors, investors are realizing right now. What an incredible run he's on. Including a buy now sold on his orange optic hollow, numbered out at $199, that sold for $60 in the best offer accepted auction. And this is a good one to look at. The red yellow optic hollow, this is a buy it now sold today. That's Monday morning for $40. Buy it now. But this was a card nobody wanted. So we're talking about going from $1 to now $40. Talk about hyper relevancy and just a massive increase in profit. Josh Dobbs right now is looking like uh, one of the best flips of the year so far. All right, now real quick, if you want to accelerate your learning curve and take advantage of that graded football card tracking app, you can track your collection, you can track all the graded football card data from eBay. Make sure you check out footballcardquest.com. Hit that Go Premium button. That'll take you right there, and you can accelerate your learning curve. That also gets you access to our Discord server, our weekly articles, and all our other bonuses and perks that we have part of our membership. And if you're looking for F1 sports card rankings, what about wrestling or UFC or baseball or basketball? Hit up nooffseason.com or the Sports Card Strategy channel and check out everything they're putting out. All right, now back to the action. All right, now real quick before we head on to number 4, it could be Deshaun Watson with the Cleveland Browns beating the Ravens, man. Completed a comeback win. Look at how clutch Deshaun Watson was in the second half. 14 for 14, 134, 16 rushing, and a touchdown. Complete the comeback win against the biggest division rival, potentially, arguably, that they have, one of the best teams in the NFL. But even so, when you look at an auction that ended yesterday, that red-yellow optic that we just looked at for Josh Dobbs, selling for $40 raw. Here we have a PSA 10 for Deshaun Watson, selling for $55. Now that was an auction, so here's a buy now from the day before. This Saturday, sold for $60. Another 9 that sold for Friday for $20.50, and there's November 8th that sold for $7. But here's the big difference. When you go and try and find the largest Deshaun Watson transactions in the past 90 days to see if any of those fit in this past weekend, the answer is no. None of his largest transactions occurred within the past 90 days. If you look, all of these occurred at the beginning of the season and prior. What about the PSA 10 Prism market? Here's a buy now sold today for Deshaun Watson, Prism PSA 10, $150. And the problem is this: you don't have much data to compare Josh to Josh Dobbs. I mean, flat out simple. You only have 17 Prism PSA 10s for Josh Dobbs. Only 13 9s. That is an insanely low population. So there is absolutely an angle right now for you to buy those raw Josh Dobbs cards and get them graded. So you can see there's so much sold data here from Deshaun Watson, and we talked about that Prism. Well, if you look at the report, he's got 2,609 Prism PSA 10s in the world. That is insane compared to Josh Dobbs with only 17. So you can imagine if you had a Josh Dobbs Prism PSA 10 right now, that would probably sell for like $500 or something crazy just because of the limited supply. So just a massive hole in the market right there when you look at the Josh Dobbs graded market. But I got to think that he's going to now be one of the most submitted players potentially. Right now, I mean, it's got to be Super Express. I'm sure people are looking to capitalize on the hyper relevancy hype of him. And I find a lot of sold data for TJ Hawkinson in this range. When you look at this rookie auto range, and this is just one of the more popular cards for rookie autos here, immaculate. I'm numbered out at 99, standard kind of immaculate rookie auto here with a nice couple colors and stitching in the patch. It's going to sell for about $45, somewhere in that range. You're going to find a lot of these. You go down in set rankings, I should say. You find like Illusions, which kind of mid-tier to lower end type set. You have an RPA of 25 that sold for 30. So TJ Hawkins is definitely getting a lot of love. Rookie stub auto out of 88 continues to string performances like this together. You know, the tight end market just kind of lags behind a little bit here. So this rookie auto stub out of 88, selling for $34 and buy it now. But you got to believe, TJ Hawkinson's a top 3 tight end right now, and he keeps putting games together like this. He is giving Kelsey and Andrews a run for their money for the number 1 overall tight end, which, does carry over quite a bit. For me this week, number 4 has got to be Kyler Murray because he's officially back, and we were wondering if he was going to have that rushing upside. And lo and behold, he does have that rushing upside. It's clear that he looks to be fully healthy here, guys. And as a result, his prices were so low. We've been warning you guys about this for weeks. Kyler Murray's making a comeback here. The Prism PSA 10 looks like it's up 20% now over the past 30 days. This is fantastic. A new buy now is around 50. This card has been as low as like $28. Absolutely unreal there in the middle of October. And of course, those are had in auctions. Look at that auction Sunday, October 15th for $21.50. Now all of a sudden you're starting to see a couple more bids for stuff like this National Treasure True RP at a 25, so for 330 today, or this buy it now of from Limited out of 10. Really cool patch here, 250. And his largest transaction from game day was a buy it now. So you love to see this. Shows a great deal of market health. This was a die cut too. Orange Pulsar numbered out of 11. You got a PSA 7 on this card. Still sold for $555. Almost marked down half from what it was at. All right, now make sure you stick around to the end if you want to know where I'm at and my other major takeaways from yesterday, looking at the fantasy football data and utilization takeaways from some of these splits. So stay tuned to the end. Number 5 for me is still going to be Jared Goff because the Lions roar, man. And I want to compare him to Dak Prescott because the Cowboys also are on a nice run right now. But yeah, the Lions roar. They go 7-2. We talked about a big day for kickers, guys. He had 5 game-winning kicks with 0-0 on the clock. Riley Patterson for the Lions. They go 7-2 and beat the Chargers in a shootout. So ultimately, it's Jared Goff, man. You could see, looking at the 180-day trends, that Prism PSA 10 is still up over $200 with an 11% change from in the past 180 days compared to the Dak Prescott who plays for America's team, man. You look at this and you say, wow, the Cowboys smashed yesterday, 49 points, but it was against a decimated Giants team, all right? You look at the Cowboys' current schedule right now. They lost to the Eagles. That was a massive divisional blow, but they got a pretty easy stretch coming up. They have the Giants, they get the Panthers, the Commanders, and if this can propel his rook card values up, then I would be very impressed because I think he's been kind of subject to the midseason dip, and he's had some bad performances, bad ball handling sprinkled in there. But man, you look at the track that the Lions are on right now, the NFC North. It's between them and the Vikings. I think the Lions win this division. Once again, you get Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery with a massive breakaway run. Maybe Jahmyr Gibbs steals the David Montgomery red zone carries, but David Montgomery broke away a massive 70-yard touchdown run yesterday. Back in action. You'd love to see it. So, the MVP race is closely correlated to wins and losses. And I get it that Jared Goff is coming off a bye week, and he may be subject to the midseason dip, as you can clearly see right here in a raw optic hollow auction that ended today for $13. I think that makes him a big target right now. You look at the Prism PSA 10, that's another $200 transaction. It's kind of flatlined right there at $200. And they continue the track they're on. This was a statement win at the Chargers. As then they get the Bears and the Packers, 2 division rivals at home. They're clearly much stronger than. They should beat out these guys. All of a sudden, you're heading into December with Jared Goff as a potential MVP candidate. Then you get at the Saints, at Chicago again, Denver at home. This is a lovely schedule to the final 3 weeks here. Got a couple 3-game stretch at the very end that are very tough, but the current track that they're on is definitely trending up, which is why he's at number 5. Number 6 for me this week is going to be Bijan Robinson because he gets the red zone touchdowns, man. We finally got to see some better Bijan Robinson work, and the thing is, man, he had a dip the past couple weeks. So when you have a dip in the market like this, the hobby's going to be very reactionary. So I wouldn't be surprised that the Bijan Robinson is going up a lot throughout the week, and you can see quite a bit of variance in his sold data, like this gold standard triple patch auto out of 49 that sold for $154. So very much a subject of the mid-season dip, but this is a guy that is 100% going up. Look at this auction that actually ended in a buy it now, Showtime signatures, and this is 14 out of 25, ended for $150 today. So nice one there. And you got to think that as these new sets come out, like Origins, like Base Donruss, Panini Black here out of 199, you can see how he has dipped down at $80. This is a buy it now. So we're starting to see that trend back up in the other direction. And just from a performance standpoint, because the Falcons are trending towards a new quarterback in 2024, especially now in 3 losses in a row. And this past one to the Falcons, I'm all about this bell cow share. You can see that Arthur Smith is trying to save his job here, and this is a primary example of finally Bijan Robinson getting the majority of the work here on the ground. 22 carries for 95 yards and the touchdown. All right, I'm going to give the number 7 nod to DK Metcalf. He came up clutch in this win over the Washington Commanders, which also turned into a shootout. Seattle had 258 yards after contact, second most of the season. We've been telling you guys for a couple weeks since the trade deadline when Washington traded away their last 2 best defensive players in Chase Young and Montez Sweat that pretty much the Commanders are going to be in shootouts. Eric Bieniemy's dialing up. You can see some interesting sold data for Sam Howell. Sure, he's been a gunslinger. He's been launching it, but DK Metcalf coming in clutch here needed this game because he's been pretty quiet this season, about a variety of issues there. But DK, Tyler Lockett, both clutch. Tyler Lockett took a big hit. Definitely have to keep an eye on his injury status this week. But check out this plates and patches out of 99, $85. 2019 rookie market for DK, super interesting. He had been lagging so far behind AJ Brown, and historically he's been much higher. The guy's just an athletic freak, man. So even though he's probably down over the past year and a half, look at this interesting just buy it now sold data. It's a great indicator of the market held. You can see getting a few more bids for stuff like unparalleled, because this doesn't even have a rookie card logo from 2019. So cards like that definitely don't do as good. Oh, boo, we hit the mother load. Speaking of AJ Brown, check out this dual rookie auto here from Illusions, numbered out of 15, ended $135 yesterday on game day. Sealed by Panini, so nice redemption there. And the base optic market from 2019 lagging well behind the rookie auto markets, which are turning to be the most popular by far, where most people kind of gravitate towards and they hit up first. You find a lot of these rookie autos sold between 50 and 100, including like this PSA 8 White Hot Rookies here from Donruss. Is numbered out of 50. You do get a jersey number match. That's huge. That's going to be a big reason why that goes for 65. But yeah, those base markets for skill position guys in 2019 still going to be quite low unless they're in that top 3 to 5 category, and the market's really got to take off. All right, so speaking of the NFC West, and then we're also talking about Sam Howell in that matchup against the Seattle Seahawks. Number 8 this week, I'm going to give it to Brock Purdy. They get a bounce back win here. Just a massive beatdown over the Jaguars. We thought were the real deal out of the AFC South. Now all of a sudden, the Texans are only 1 game behind them, and things have really gotten interesting in the AFC South. And I wonder if the Texans could take down the Jags at this point. That would be the game to watch. So definitely stay tuned for the rest of our content as we dissect the upcoming matchups and kind of where we're placing our bets now. But looking at yesterday's takeaways, Brock Purdy definitely bounced back, and you could see that, man, he has just such a monster dip. If you look at this chart of his Prism PSA 10 over the past 6 months, look at that huge appreciation, up to almost $200, $300 per, but about $275, $250 average now. Hit a rock bottom price of 84. That was, summertime prices, but now all of a sudden, hey, we're back up. We've got transactions yesterday of 146. Got 134, $150 buy now yesterday night. Last night, $170 auction, $160 auction. So you can see once again, Brock Purdy back up. He's proving to be one of the potentially one of the biggest winners from the mid-season dip here, as he has limited supply. He plays for the 49ers. When you beat the Jaguars like that, who've been knocking off people left and right, watch out, buddy. I mean, we're talking rookie ticket auto base. This is sticker auto for Brock, too, because the draft capital, Mr. Relevant. But he is hyper relevant now, and he is fluctuating week to week based on his performance in the 49ers overall. This rookie ticket auto sold for $800 today in a buy it now. As compared to a FTC 1010 Sam Howell for 300. So massive difference there. Although I think Sam Howell's going to put up pretty similar passing yard numbers as Brock Purdy this year. Look at how big the power rankings team difference makes an impact there. All right, guys, so you can see this is not my typical background. We are on the road this week, and we're almost out of time. So I'm going to hit you guys with some other big takeaways that I have. And you guys will have the opportunity to watch a Carter solo tomorrow for the QuestCast, which is going to be super exciting. Who knows what kind of rant he's going to get into? But a couple other big takeaways I had were around the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, this Bucs defense, first of all, shut down Will Levis. So this was after C.J. Stroud just diced up the Bucs secondary. Now all of a sudden, Will Levis comes in and he comes completely back down to earth. That just makes CJ Stroud look that much better. So there is so much focus this week on Stroud and Josh Dobbs and the Kyler Murray bounce back. The top 10 is pretty consolidated. You could probably add TJ Hawkinson, add their weapons. Those stack guys are just lagging behind the markets, but the hobby's very reactionary. They do pursue those guys at the end of the season after the season's over, and they realize how good they were, and they're speculating on the upcoming season. But yeah, man, Rachaad White, uh, truthers reunite this week, and I don't know if that's just the weakness of the Titans' defense. I mean, we knew their secondary was bad, but that defense looks really bad as a whole right now. And Rachaad White was able to capitalize big time, big breakaway run. Mike Evans has a monster, classic Mike Evans game here with a nice touchdown, and Chris Godwin was that secondary primary target there for him. So nice win for them. The Steelers rack up another win, this time over the Packers. Jordan Love's still struggling. So once again, man, that Steelers team is going to be competitive. The AFC North is now kind of shook up, and you have going to have a battle there between all four of those teams. It's going to be really wild. It's going to come down to the wire in this upcoming week. There are two more big AFC North divisional matchups that you have to watch out for. Big statement games, guys, coming up. That's the type of season we're heading into right now. And yeah, like I mentioned, 10 rookie starter QBs this year. It's an NFL record. So even though you have the Fanatics exclusive deals for Young, who's pretty much irrelevant right now, but Stroud and Will Levis, who are relevant, you have 10 overall starters. Aiden O'Connell was kind of up and down last night, but overall, I kind of like the way he commanded the offense. They've now won 2 games in a row under new coaching. If I had to put anybody at number 9 or 10, it would be guys like probably Baker, Rachaad White, Mike Evans, and then Aiden O'Connell from last night getting a big win over the Jets, even though it was a low-scoring affair. And Zach Wilson had his moments too. Don't get me wrong; he had some pretty incredible throws. Ultimately, the Raiders come away with the win here, and under new coaching, new management, those are things that really catch a lot of attention from the hobby and drive a lot of demand for those prices. So, I hope you guys enjoy this video. There's no teams above 500 record in the NFC South after 10 weeks, so somebody's got to emerge from the dumpster fire that the NFC South is. Shout out to all the kickers. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, what I missed. I'll be back in my usual studio next week, but until then, good luck out there. Happy hunting on eBay, guys, and I'll catch you on the trail. Peace.